What up, y'all? It's your boy Izzle to the wheel. So a couple weeks ago, I saw a video that was pretty viral. It was from a female, and her caption was, dude crashing out because I won't give him no kitty emoji. And you could clearly hear the dude in the background, you know. But obviously, you know what I mean? Like, you know how we all have a tendency of starting to record, you know what I'm saying, during like the climax of a moment. And we don't necessarily think to pull our phones out like right when the situation is happening. So there's like a lot of things that could be left out of context. So yeah, I'm paraphrasing, but I'm pretty sure a caption said, dude's crashing out because I won't give him no kitty. And he did 90 all the way to my crib to drop me off. And then there was another video she clarified or whatnot, basically was saying that she went with him or hopped in his car from her car to go to the store or something that was 5 minutes away. And then she provided like a small backstory, basically they had been dating for like a week or two, and he took her like on like 3 dates or whatnot. And I guess like, you know, he figured that was like enough, you know, time for him to feel justified in her, you know, I guess giving it the draws. Now, before I offer my 2 cents, I want to get this out of the way. I am a firm, strong believer in the phrase communication is key. Obviously, because communication is very essential in our day-to-day human lives. With that said, in her other video providing some context only from her perspective though, she did say that they had talked prior, and she made it seem like he was making it seem like he wasn't on that initially. He just like wanted to get to know her regardless of whenever or if she was ever going to decide to give him any. So without further ado, here are both of my perspectives on that particular topic. If you were born a male like myself, whether it's 1 date, 2 dates, 3 dates, 4 dates, 5, 10, 12, 15, 50, so on and so forth, within a couple of days, a week, a couple of weeks, a month even. Say it with me. You are not entitled to a woman's body unless consent is given. That's just textbook common fucking sense. And don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure there are females out there who will probably be like, well, if a dude starts talking about sex too early, that's going to be a turnoff and he can get kicked to the curb and stuff. And totally get. But at some point, a discussion might need to be initiated regarding that to avoid disappointment if it might be a concern on the guy's end. But yeah, overall, as far as that's concerned in general, consent is key. So unless y'all have a discussion about that prior to, you can't get mad if she deny you, dog. It's just the way it goes. And if she don't want to talk about it prior to, then, you know, you can either consider that a red flag and dodge the bullet and cut her off completely, or if you feel she's worth sticking around for, totally up to you. Just like she has options, you do too. Here's my other perspective take on that. As a human being, I'm very aware that a lot of us can be capable of manipulation, regardless of gender. And this is another reason why communication is important, because it also establishes intention. Ding, ding, ding! And that also brings me back to my previous point of us being capable of manipulation, because I know there are some females out there that just talk to dudes, lead them on just to like get free meals, or, you know, to get the dude to pay her bills, and, you know, with zero intention of ever having intercourse. Just like it's dudes out there who do the bare minimum, like, you know, spend $40 here and there, you know, just to get a drink or, you know, some drugs, you know what I'm saying? You know, just to hopefully, you know what I'm saying, smash within the first 3 days. To state the obvious, because there are, of course, simps who will cater to those type of gold diggers, and there are thoughts who will cater to those type of dudes. But in today's dating pool, it's hard to tell who has hidden agendas and ulterior motives and those who don't. But yeah, at the end of the day, fellas, if a woman is interested in you, she is not gonna make you jump through hoops. And for the record, I'll also say this, intercourse is definitely not something to fully base your entire relationship on, but it is definitely essential. So yeah, I felt like dudes should have definitely communicated better and should have at least like tried to gauge whether or not she was gonna give him any in general, or how long she planned on making him wait in general. Also, let me get this out of the way too, because I noticed in that video in the comments, a lot of women were like, oh, that's all you guys think about, as if women don't think about sex too. Obviously, the downside of unprotected sex is spreading STDs and causing unwanted pregnancy. However, all of my grown folks in successful marriages, relationships, or say friend with benefits know that sex is healthy with the right person. There are those who have no problem doing it during the beginning stages of dating, and there are of course those who would rather wait till after marriage. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with either choice as long as you and your partner communicate. And don't get me wrong, in my experience, if you do it too much, it can begin to feel like a chore. But as I said before, again, it is a healthy, stress-relieving activity with the right person. So yeah, I felt the need to throw that in there because I get tired of the vast majority of the opposite sex acting like they don't enjoy or want sex as much as we do. At the end of the day, she probably was planning on giving him some, but after that third date, like, you know what I'm saying, a week or two later, and she started filming herself in that car when he was crashing out, he was good. Oh yeah, I say that to say this. Endangering somebody's life just because they won't give you no cat, man, that's definitely cornball shit. Even if her vehicle was just 5 minutes away from where they were, doing 90 all the way to her vehicle, dog, and then like I think she said he blocked her on everything too and had the nerve to ask her, let her know when she gets home safe. You know what I mean? So, you know, yeah, that's just definitely cornball shit, bro. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, you should have been honest about it. Like, you know, he could have easily been like, well, you know what I mean? Like, sex definitely isn't important, like, right now. Obviously, you know, I would like to get to know you too or whatnot, you know. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's a couple days from now, a couple weeks from now, a couple months from now, hopefully, you know, it'll eventually happen, you know. I mean, it's ways to, like, figure shit out. If you're adults, that is. Because there are people that believe in celibacy and abstinence too. So yeah, obviously that whole situation could have been avoided if Buddy would have communicated with her better prior to those couple of days within that week and a half. So I guess I'll end this extended video with a question or poll of some sort. Ladies, when you are dating a man, how long do you feel it is sufficient to make him wait for sexual intercourse? Be it a few days, a few weeks, a few months, or whenever the moment happens naturally. And fellas, how long are you willing to wait for that to happen? Or are you okay with it never happening? Who knows? Just trying to spark a debate and get everybody's brain moving, get some engagement going. Let me know how you feel in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube and follow me on TikTok if you haven't already.